All right, hello and good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, which means it is time for us to play some Pokemon Scarlet. We are going to continue our journey of being the worst Pokemaster of all time. We were running around, we were catching Pokemon, we were looking at things last time we played. Now we've got our feet wet, we've got a slightly... I don't know if I'll say slightly better team, because I don't think my team is very good at all. But I think it's time we explore the world and go do a gym. So let's pull up the map and let's find us some Pokemon to look at. Let's see, that's the Pokedex. That's not what we're looking for. That's not what we're looking for. Let's see, what button brings up the map? Should not be this difficult to bring up the map. Sure, you can wear that outfit. It doesn't matter. We're just trying to pull up the map. I saved. Why can I not figure out how to pull up the map? In my defense, the screen is very small because I'm playing on like a capture card, so it is a little bit harder to see, and a little bit of my buttons are cut off here. So apparently, I just don't know what I'm doing here, and I can't see. There we go, map. Okay. We want to go to a gym, so let's see. How about Victory Road, challenging the Cortondo gym, the bug, aka Sugar Bug, the bug lady. I think we could take on the bug lady. We got one. We don't have a fire type, actually, now that I think. I thought Fido was a fire type, but Fido is not a fire type. Fido is a fairy type. We have a ground poison, we have a bird, we have two, well, we have a bird, we have two birds, so we should be okay to take on the bug gym, I think, right? Like, maybe? Maybe not, who knows? You're in the house? Which house is that? Sunkern actually used to be one of my favorite Pokemon. I hate to admit, like, I know he's pretty useless, but he was adorable. Oh, you're in the house, take off the sunglasses. No, they have taken over my personality. There is no more Charlie St. Waffles. There is only sunglasses, unfortunately. So the day I can't make a stream you play this, I'm so mad at myself. I'm at the doctor now. All right, Bubble. Hopefully the doctor goes well. I'm sorry that you have to miss it, but you know, hopefully the doctor says good doctor things. I'm sorry, Dex. This is just who I am now. It cannot be avoided. It does make it really hard to see, though, so, you know, the price of looking cool. Alright, Gulpin's a water type too, right? I think. Maybe? Oh, well, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. We absolutely took that dude out, so we are being better Pokemasters today than we've ever been. We have defeated 2 guys in a row without making a fatal flaw. I hesitate to say let's make it 3 because y'all have seen my track record, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try. So let's find. We need a fire type for our team. Melisha, hello. How's it going? Why is every Pokemon out here... It feels like every Pokemon out here is like a grass or bug type. Like, Dex, you were so wrong to say pick this duck. This duck is so bad against like everything in this starter area. Like, your starter Pokemon is supposed to help you on your journey. It's supposed to absolutely decimate everything you start against, and that is not happening. I'd also like to point out, since I started wearing the sunglasses, we have had more viewers than ever. So like I said, there's no more waffles. There's only sunglasses. Have you seen the how dorky the Street Fighter movie casting is? I didn't even know they were doing another. Are they doing another Street Fighter movie? Like, Street Fighter the movie, the game was awful, and the original Street Fighter movie was pretty awful too. Are they trying it again? I do know. I also saw they are doing a Double Dragon revival. And I gotta say, that's one of those 90s cartoons. Like, there's a bunch of 90s cartoons that me and my brother would watch that, like, looking back on it objectively, I know that they are awful cartoons. Like, Double Dragon was one of those. Jimmy and Bimmy. Like, the story was they were two brothers, and they would get into fights, and then they would start to lose the fight, and they would have to use the power of the Double Dragon to win. And it's such a stupid premise. And the cartoon could not have been good, but my brother and I loved to wake up to watch Double Dragon and hear that. You know, you get so hyped to hear the double dragon. Like, it got you so pumped up to hear that. So I am so excited to hear that there's a Double Dragon revival. Street Fighter movie does not make me hyped at all. There is no hype for that one. But I also saw a potential for Biker Mice from Mars to be getting a TV show revival or a game, and I'm cautiously optimistic about that. Like, I didn't even remember this show until my mom was like, "Oh yeah, you used to love that show." I was like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "Biker Mice from Mars." Like, I've never heard of that. And she's like, "You watched it every day. I was sick of it. We bought you the Tigered handheld game for it," which, if y'all have never experienced, I know my audience tends to be older, so you should have experienced this, but if you've never experienced a Tigered handheld video game system, you should go to Goodwill and see if you can pick up an old one, because that is a piece of history I feel like everyone should experience once, but also understand that they are, without a doubt, the worst video games of all time. Like, they are truly something awful. But I super enjoyed Biker Mice from Mars, and the series names gives the entire game or TV show away. What it is they are mice that are in a biker gang, and they're aliens from Mars. And now you are caught up on the show. You now have experienced Biker Mice from Mars, because that is the entirety of what the show is. But man, I love that show a lot. So if they bring it back, I'll be very excited to give it a watch and see how much I like it. All right, we're going to set... we keep running kind of in circles here, so we're going to set a destination on where we're going to, so we can fight a gym. I feel like we've got a decent team for that, so we're going to go fight this gym. I still want to figure out how to Nuzlocke this game. I do very much enjoy Nuzlocking Pokemon, so I want to do that. I want to play the new Pokemon Legends ZA Real Bayed. There's like a cliff in my way. Can I climb cliffs? Is there a time where your bicycle learns to climb cliffs? Do I have to get like a higher level and that learns to climb up sheer cliffs or something like that? Is that why I can't get up here, or is that... I know you learn fly at some point, but I'm pretty sure that's just like flying in a taxi, and that's not actually like just free flying around the map. I also got to learn to swim. What are you? That's a Meryl. And Psyducks. And Whoopers. Okay, we've seen all these before. We've seen all these guys before. We've destroyed these Whoopers before. Oh, here's a Whooper with Water Absorb. Good for it. Good for it. But bad for me. Alright, Flamigo. We haven't seen you kick some butt. You kicked our butt multiple times. Let's see if you can go out there and do a little bit of damage this time. I am also going to swap to my regular glasses so I can see what the heck I am doing. So, you have to learn to climb, swim, run faster, I think. Ah, yes. It would not be a Pokemon game if you just knew how to run, you know. You've got to unlock the running shoes to learn how to run. That's what makes it a challenging game, according to Nintendo. All right, Flamingo, you did good. You did good, Flamingo. All right, there's a huge pack of Psyducks, a huge pack of... Okay, I don't think I can get up there, so I guess we're maybe... Oh wait, maybe we can. Maybe I'm giving up too soon. Let's continue exploring, I guess. We've seen all those Pokemon. Can we make that jump? I doubt it. We're gonna try. We're gonna try and break the game and see if we can get... Fly comes in the DLC where you learn to glide. We made it! Haha! And there's a snack. Oh, and this dude. Okay. Level 33. Okay, I think we're... I thought this... We're running. Didn't this game have scaling? Well, aren't the Pokemon supposed to scale to me? I thought the whole point of this game was you could go anywhere in any order because there's level scaling. Am I wrong? I could have swore there was level scaling. This thing is gonna absolutely kick our butt. No, there's no level scaling. Okay, so I was going off-roading because I thought there was level scaling. I thought all the Pokemon got to your level and you just got to, you know, enjoy them. Come on, lucky Pokeball. That almost worked. That almost worked. If that would have worked... Can that work? Well, didn't in the old Pokemon games it wouldn't let you catch Pokemon of a certain level because it said like they wouldn't listen to you or they weren't... you didn't have a high enough level badge to control them? Like... Can I catch this thing? It's not killing me, so I guess we can throw a couple Pokeballs at it and try. It has, what, like a 30% catch rate without being weakened? Something like that? Like... Oh, it's incinerating me. Never mind. It's getting mad. It's very mad. Speaking of get good, so, the Gamefly. Gamefly sent me the new Elden Ring, Night Rain. I think is what it's called, like the new version of Elden Ring that's supposed to be like multiplayer sort of roguelike experience, and that was... I know people aren't going to be shocked when I say this, but that was the worst experience I've had in a video game in a long time. It was truly awful to play that game. Like, I went through a tutorial, like, okay, I understand these controls a little bit. You move around this way, you click this button. Like, it didn't explain how to roll, like, which is a core mechanic to Elden Ring, is rolling and dodging. So it didn't tell me how to do that, which was stupid. And then I joined my first match, and it automatically put me in with other people. Hello, Ryu. Welcome back. So it puts me in this match with other people who they just immediately zoom off and start beating the entire map without my input, doing all these things. I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand what they're doing. I don't understand anything about the game. They're absolutely wrecking everything. And I'm just kind of, I guess, along for the ride because they're doing everything. No explanation, zooming around. Poliwhirl, welcome in. And so, like, basically the entire game, I sat in the back and watched 2 other people play the game for me. And that was such a terrible experience. And, like, I know I'm already harsh on Elden Ring. I know I'm already very critical of Souls-like. So I probably went into it with a negative mindset. But, man, like, I wanted to give it an honest chance. And that game just delivered a horrible, horrible experience, which does not surprise me at all, which is why I don't play Souls-like games, because they're always a terrible experience. So, go figure, the new one is also terrible. I would give it, based on the half an hour I played it, I would probably give it somewhere around a 2 or 3 out of 10. Like, there was no fun to be had. I could not recommend it to anyone to play. It just was not a fun game to play. There was nothing redeemable about it. So, big surprise. I didn't like the new Elden Ring. I might go back. I know we talked about actually playing Elden Ring, so I might go try that again. We talked about doing that for Carlo Acutis Day, but the roguelike experience was not for me, which is a shame because I love me some roguelike. Like, I really enjoy roguelike experiences, but they just made it frustrating. Okay, so I'm like totally lost here. What am I doing? Where am I supposed to go? Like, I went up to the gym. The gym was way too strong up there. Because I was in Area 4, apparently. So, like, where am I supposed to go first? I'm supposed to go up here to Area 2, right? Like, that seems like... That seems like the better place to go. Go in order 1, 2, 3, 4, instead of going right to Area 4 and getting my butt kicked by a Salazzle. Oh, is that a bee? Those are bees. Okay, we need to make room for a bee on our team. Let us catch a Combi. We love bees. This is a male Combi. Unfortunately, that is worthless to us. Let's destroy that. Did you do the bug gym yet? No, I haven't done anything yet. We've just been wandering around the starter area like an idiot. So, where did that horde of bees go? There you are. Combi. Who are you? Also a male Combi. Not what we're looking for. We need to go to Cortondo. Okay, we will go to Cortondo next, but I really like bees, if you couldn't tell from, you know, the everything. So we want to catch a female Combi so that they can eventually evolve. You. Also a male Combi. The females are what, like 10%? Like it's a tough find, so, or is that only for Slazzles? Polyworm with the $1, thank you. Thank you so much for that. You don't have to do that, but I super appreciate it. Another $1 in the bank. That means with your generous donation of $1 over the course of this stream, I will make approximately 75 cents an hour. So we're closing in on that minimum wage. Which actually, minimum wage just got raised in my state, which is actually pretty excellent to hear that people are getting a little bit more per hour as times get harder and tougher. So I'm glad to hear that they are getting a little bit more. That's a Pommy. What is that thing? What are you? Oh, it's a Sunkern. Okay. Did I kill all the bees? What is that thing? Oh, it's a flamingo. My eyesight apparently is terrible. Is it just my eyes, or is it because the game is so small, but I can't recognize like half of these Pokemon? Where did all my bees go? I wanted to catch a bee, but I guess it was not to be. See, that's why I gotta wear the sunglasses so I can do like was it like CSI Miami? It's gonna be like, I guess it's not to be. That's why I was wearing the sunglasses. I guess we'll have to come back for Combee at some point, because I think we accidentally decimated the Combee population. Yeah, we destroyed their entire colony, like the terrible, terrible people that we are. Did you hear what the communist, socialist, terrorist Mamdani wants to do in New York? I have no idea what you're talking about. So I'm going to say no, I didn't hear, because I have no idea what you're talking about. The only news that I have been seeing lately is everyone's been making posts about something called Alligator Alcatraz, where they're trying to build some sort of jail in Florida, and everyone is calling it a concentration camp. That is the only like news story that I've been seeing a whole lot of lately. And again, it's one of those things I don't talk on it very much, because I don't know well enough. Like, I haven't been following the news well enough to actually report anything on it or say anything for certain. So, you know, I try and make sure that if I don't know what I'm talking about, I don't talk about it, you know? Eric, stupid, just stupid. $30 minimum wage in the most expensive city on the East. What's next? Feeding the homeless? Get me out of this woke country. I understand both sides of the argument. I really do understand the idea behind a $30 minimum wage would really be helpful to a lot of people, especially when rent is $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. Like, I understand how expensive it is, but I also understand the idea where people are like, you know, I worked hard to earn the wage that I've earned. I've worked hard to get where I'm at. And it does seem frustrating that someone else then gets it better than you. But that's how it's supposed to be, right? The people who come after us should have things better than us. Like, we talk about this example a lot with college, right? Like, I didn't go to college right out of high school because I couldn't afford it. My parents made it clear they were not going to pay for college. If I wanted to go to college, I was either going to have to do loans or I was going to have to work and pay for it. And there was no way for me to manage that as an 18-year-old high school student fresh out of high school. So I skipped college. I eventually went back when I was 30 years old and got my degree. But then you hear about people who are getting like all their college debts forgiven, or they took out $100,000 of loans and now they're going to be forgiven. It's like, okay, but I gave up so much of my opportunity and didn't go to college because I couldn't afford that. So why are they getting this? But then also I remind myself, like, that's how it's supposed to be again, right? Like, they are supposed to have it better than I did. That's the whole goal of humanity, is to let the next generation have it easier, better, more time to do things like the arts and make paintings or create music or whatever it is. More time to do things you love than there is to do the things we all hate, which is working. So I understand where both sides are coming from, but at the end of the day, I don't think enough people have the compassion to understand, like, the whole goal of society is to truly make it easier and better for the people that come after us. It's not, I worked for it, so you have to work for it too. It's, I worked for it, so you don't have to. What is this thing? Why is it glowing? Oh, it's the gimmick for this thing, right? The glowing ones get special crystallicized things, right? So this is just a terraformed Diglett that's nothing special, right? So it's not really worth catching because it's just a Diglett with a regular terrestrialization, right? But we're going to catch it anyways because Diglett's strong, so... Yes, learn wing attack instead of peck. We might make use of that. Okay, we got our Diglett. The Rock Terra basically makes it weaker. That's what I'm saying. That one's nothing special, so that's not one that we want. We want one that has like a unique terrorizing thing, right? Like one that turns into a ice Pokemon or something, right? Subscribe to Firebun Gamers? Who is Firebun? What are they all about? The Kricketot. I've seen a lot of people say that Kricketot is actually the worst Pokemon of all time. Like, that's like statistically and moveset wise and typing wise, that Kricketot truly is like the weakest Pokemon. I've seen a lot of people talking about that. Okay. We decimated that. There's no more glowing Pokemon. There's a Mareep. What else is out here? I'll tell you. Oh, is that another? That's a Queen Combi thingy. That's what we were looking for, a Vespiquen thing. Go away, Smoliv. I want the giant queen. Is that thing gonna be like level 500? Is this thing gonna kick my absolute butt too? A Vespiquen with pressure, level 27. Okay, that's not untenable. I think we might be able to take that on with everything. Crystal Goth, welcome. All right, so here's the thing. We're going to sacrifice our duck. Not that we get a choice in it because it just one-shot us. But now we're going to bring in the bird Pokemon who are super effective. But because they are so low level compared to this guy, we should be able to do a little bit of damage, maybe? And maybe we can catch this guy? Look at Flamingo with the dodge. Dodge the swagger. 2 dodges in a row. The Flamingo, the MVP. This should not be happening. Use fire or electric. I don't think I have either of those types yet, honestly. Oh, it can heal. Oh, that's not good. Here I thought we were actually making it through this fight, that it was going to... That we were going to win this one, but apparently not. Pichu, paralyze it. Nope, we got criticaled. Okay, we did paralyze it still, though. Okay, we've got 3 Pokemon left. Nothing's going to be able to take it out, especially if it can heal. But now that it's paralyzed, maybe we'll have a chance to catch it. Let's go for it. It's our only hope. Let's throw a Pokeball. It's paralyzed. It's hurt a little bit. It's angry. Come on. Come on, Pokeballs. No. Emulators. This is not an emulator. I am playing Pokemon Scarlet on the Switch 2. Which is why it actually looks and runs a little bit nicer, because those are working well. Alright, Super Wooper, save us. Super Wooper is dead. Oh wait, I guess we're gonna have to run. Go figure. We're not quite ready to catch the level 27 Vespiquen. We are going to run away with our now dead Pokemon. We will come back. We will try again. We want a Vespiquen. We love bees on this channel, so Eden works great. I just got my first shiny. Congrats on the first shiny. Depending on the emulator, typically I discourage emulation. I don't mind people who emulate games that they own, but we do not encourage piracy on our channel. So since most people that I have seen use emulators to steal games and to pirate games, we unfortunately do not typically encourage emulation on our channel. I wish this game had stealth catches. Like, yeah, stealth catching would definitely help for some of these higher level mons. That is no lie. You are absolutely correct about that. Let's since our Pokemon team is a little weak here, let's put our Flamigo up front and let's just level up a little bit before we fight the bug gym leader. Let's let our Flamigo get a little bit of experience. That is a little bit of experience. I guess I did say a little bit of experience. That is a little bit of experience. You can throw a Pokeball at their back and stun them. Alright, Flamigo is kicking some butt today. Let's get one more level and then we're going to take on the gym. What is this thing? Is that the, that's not a baby Chansey, right? No, that's a baby Jigglypuff. Please subscribe to Firebun Gamers. I don't hand out subscriptions like candy, so I'd have to know more about them and see their content before I actually subscribe to them. I have no problem checking them out and seeing, but I'm very particular about who I subscribe to because I am old and grumpy and very picky about what I watch. So I don't want my, it's not a For You page on YouTube, whatever it's called, just like the homepage. I don't want that filled with clickbait and people screaming and the annoying thumbnails. So I'm very picky about what I subscribe to, but I'm willing to look at it off stream. All right, this is a gym, right? This is the gym. This is the bug gym. It doesn't look very buggy. You think it would have a little bit more personality, a little bit more like bug to it. All right, our annoying rival. Only second to Hop as the most annoying rival of all time. Okay, bug guy. What's going on with the gym? Tell me about the bugs. The cutest Terramon of all time is here. Isn't Terramon a Digimon, not a Pokemon? I'm fairly confident Terramon is actually a Digimon. Okay. We have to take part in the olive roll. Nimona is one of the best rivals? I don't know about that yet. Those are cute, though. Look at those things. Like, to me, the best rival will always be Pokemon Blue, right? Blue or Red was just like the classic rival. He's a jerk. He's strong. He kicks your butt. Like, that is... that will always be the best rival to me. Okay, I guess explain to me again, because I wasn't reading what is going on, since you didn't teleport me to where I need to go. Roll an olive-shaped ball all the way to the goal. Head to the olive field north of town. Okay. It helps to read. Polyblank, good morning. How's it going? Happy Wednesday. Or is it up here? I'm guessing this is the olive rolling field. This looks like somewhere you'd roll an olive. No, this is just a gym battle area. Kind of cool. Cool gym battle area. Your new phone came in last night. Good morning, Mario. What phone did you get? Excuse me. I am doing pretty good today. It is Wednesday. It's a short week, so today is my actual last day of like real work. Tomorrow I only have to work 2 hours. So I am very excited to start my weekend. Got an S22, nothing special but better than the iPhone that overheats. I have switched over to the Google Pixel series, and I'm pretty happy with my Google Pixel. I had the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. Are you playing on Switch or Switch 2? I am playing on the Switch 2. But I felt like there were some cool things with the Samsung S23 Ultra. Don't get me wrong, like it had some cool stuff in it. But I felt so lied to that like the cameras on it were not nearly as good as they advertised, and the fact that it got caught using like AI and other things in order to enhance the photos so that photos weren't actually as good as they were saying that they were. I really felt lied to by them, so like I gave it up and switched over to Google. What do you think about the Nothing Phone 3? I've never used the Nothing Phone, but I have heard great things about the Nothing phones. I've heard nothing but good things about the whole Nothing brand. That they are really, really a really, really good brand. So I would like to try them at some point. It's on my list of things that I would like to try, but I'm trying to be better about phones, because the only thing I really care about in a phone is a good camera, because I'm a photographer. So I tend to buy phones too often to try out the cameras, and it's just a huge waste of how much I'm buying phones. So I'm trying to buy less phones, especially since I have enough cameras now that I don't realistically need another camera, because I already have so many cameras. So I try to avoid buying too many new phones. What do you think about phones specifically made for gaming? So I bought a phone specifically made for gaming. I bought the Razer 2 phone that was made for gaming. It had like Dolby Atmos 7.1 surround sound speakers and a huge Snapdragon processor in it. And honestly, I couldn't tell the difference between that and a regular phone. Like I've never played a game on my phone that was so powerful that I needed a gaming phone for it. It seems like 99% of games out there will run on pretty much any phone, so I kind of don't see the point. I've never seen a game that made me think that, wow, I really need a phone specifically made for this, you know? They just ditched their signature glyph and priced at $799. Then they had the SD8S Gen 4 as the processor instead of the SD Elite, for instance. I don't want to pay for a Pixel Watch. I want to try their watches and earbuds. So the Google Pixel Buds, I can say for sure the Google Pixel Buds are really good. I use the Google Pixel Buds. I haven't tried the watches because I can't stand smartwatches. I love the idea of smartwatches. I had the first smartwatch ever made, a Pebble. But I don't like that the battery life only lasts like half a day, so you're constantly taking it on and off. Like a watch is meant to just always be worn, so like I really can't stand the smartwatches. As for mobile games, though, I will tell you there is one mobile game that I am playing a whole lot right now that I am enjoying that I did not think I was going to enjoy. And I want you to trust me when I say this. So I picked up Pretty Derby, and it's a game about horse racing, which I, as you all know, I am terrified of horses. I don't like horses, so I never thought I'd like a horse racing game. But it's based on an anime that's where all the horses are real life horses, but they're drawn as anime girls. And it's actually a pretty fun game. And I know it sounds absolutely stupid and ridiculous, but they make it work. And I was actually surprised that they don't have a whole lot of like fan service in it. It's not like unbearable to play with all the weird stuff you usually see in anime. So I've actually been enjoying that game a whole lot. Winning horse races. It sounds like the weirdest combination, yet it works. It works. All right, let's stomp on a cricket. I think that's the strategy here, right? We're just gonna kick that cricket until it stops moving. Just like that. Kick the cricket. Would you rather not be able to use phones or not be able to use computers? I would take not be able to use phones. I think society as a whole is too addicted to phones, so I would take the no phones. I think the world could benefit from a little bit less phone usage, and I'm definitely no exception to that, so I would take no phone for 500. A Teddy Ursa. I guess I should have swapped my poke. Why does she have a Teddy Ursa? Wait, how is that a bug? Oh, it's the terastallizing that whole thing. Okay, I was like, how is that thing a bug? All right, you're pretty right, Dex. That is a pretty adorable Pokemon. Master Duck, welcome. Flamigo with the dodge. And a critical. Flamigo is the MVP. Look at him kick butt. Love the music. Reminds me of the Rio 2016 Olympics. Pokemon does have some pretty killer music. They do a great job on that. Also hyped because yesterday, Super Mario Strikers came out on the Switch GameCube emulator, and I'm super hyped for that because the Super Mario Strikers 2 was awful. So I'm hoping to get to relive some of the enjoyment out of playing Super Mario Strikers 1. Very hyped for that. We got a Pikachu. Very hyped to relive that one. I did see though, so we were talking about the Horse Girl anime. So someone yesterday, they made a post about how disappointed they were with the gaming industry. And they said that it's really frustrating that a lot of these game industries will make what they were calling Stardew Valley slop, where they're trying to make a... they're just making a cozy game and trying to sell it to the target audience, which happens to be women for a lot of those cozy games, and how they just put very low effort into it and just copy Stardew Valley. And how she was saying how disappointed she was that the gaming industry was treating women so badly that they were trying to sell women these really cheap games for $20, $30 that just weren't innovative. And like, I don't disagree with that point, but I also want to be like, have you seen what the gaming industry is trying to sell to boys? Like, if you go on your cell phone and download any game, 90% of those games are going to be anime games that just have like, look, girl and breast physics, give us money, gamble to try and win this girl that you want to look at. So like, yes, they're taking advantage of the cozy gamers 100%, but it's way worse for the whole gooner gamer epidemic than it is for the cozy gaming epidemic. Like, They're light years ahead, where people are spending thousands of dollars to gamble to try and get their waifu on whatever game they're playing for that week. So like they're taking way more advantage of the men than they are the women. Quaxwell is growing on me. I hated his design until I saw it in the anime. Still haven't seen the anime. It definitely needs to be on my list, apparently, to watch the Pokemon anime. But next we're getting... We talked about this before. We get one streaming series a month and then watch everything we want to watch, and then we... There we go. I got hair in my eye. Then we, unsubscribe from it, and then we grab the next series and whatever it is. And I want to watch through Death Clock again, so HBO Max, because Death Clock is one of the best shows I think that they've made in a long time. It is stupid and it is fun, and everyone should enjoy Death Clock at least once in their life, I feel like. It's like they say, if it's stupid and it works, maybe it's not so stupid. I mean, I understand that saying. I don't disagree with it, but I do hate how many young men are getting lost into the waifu epidemic. How many people, especially with like the advent of AI, how many young men are dropping out of like the dating scene, and they're no longer trying to date people because, well, I can use this AI to talk to me like my favorite waifu, and I can generate any image I want, so why would I date a real person when I could just have this? And that's a real problem that societies needs to address, or else we're just going to have a huge boom of incels and other problems that come with it, right? Either we address it now or we address it when it's an epidemic. Either way, we're going to have to address it. Oh, there's two glowy things down there. Do we risk it? Do we go down there and see what the glowy things are? I think we do. What is that down there? Well, we're going to risk it. Have you heard about Goonerbot 5000? I have not, but I don't like where this is going. A Meowth with balloons? Is that a flying type Meowth? That makes him flying normal? I think? Yeah? Yeah, double kick's not effective, so he's a flying type. Which means that removes one of his weaknesses, right? So this might actually be a good combo. But we gotta break the balloons to catch him. Google Deephal D1. It's mortifying. Usually I wouldn't Google that, but I trust you, Dex. I don't know if I should, but all right. We're not going to Google it live on stream, but oh, okay. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about now. Yes. It's another one of those things like technology says we can, but the science begs to ask, should we? Love me some Yu-Gi-Oh! Companies making profit off of people's addictions has never been new, but it's definitely gotten worse over time. Oh yeah, it's not new, but it's still gross, and I still think it's something that we should definitely fight against. Because it's only gonna get worse. That's the problem, is that it only is gonna get worse and worse and worse, because as the world gets worse, as people get used, more and more used by companies, as people get more and more sad, more and more depressed, as the world gets worse and worse, they're gonna try and find comforts in their addiction, and as they try and find comforts in those addictions, that's where people get lost in it. And that's how I ended up like 420, 450 pounds, right? I can speak on it because I have that experience. I was absolutely miserable, depressed. The world was awful for me. So what did I do? I retreated into my addictions, and it was ruining my life. And that's, I take responsibility for that. It was my fault, but also, like, we as a society should try and do better to prevent that from happening to people. What is that thing? What is that? Is that a Pokemon? Oh, it's one of the gimme ghoul things. The thing you have to collect. You have to collect 1,000 of those things to evolve that stupid cinnamon stick Pokemon. Is that what that was? It's a cinnamon stick, right? Like the gimme ghoul thing. Oh, we're paralyzed. Excellent. Cotton can kill, use, play Pokemon. Is your name... I'm going to take a shot in the dark. I'm guessing no. Is it based on King of the Hill? Is it like King of the Hill Cotton? I killed 50 men. That guy? Or am I way off? Golden Ghoul is a national treasure. I don't know about that. Like, someone had to be the 1,000th Pokemon, right? Like, someone had to be number 1,000, but you would think for number 1,000, they would put a little bit more oomph into it, right? Like, number 1,000 is pretty special. You know who deserved to be number 1,000 is Tinkatuff. Tinkatuff is a cool Pokemon. Tinkatuff should have been number 1,000. I will stand by that decision. What's this? We got a purple stone with a hop-up thingy. Alright. So where are we going next? We beat the gym leader. We jumped down here to catch the flying Meowth. He's surfing money. It's appropriate for Pokemon. Where are we? We're down here. Excuse me. Here's the Psychic Gym. I mean, is that the next area we go to down there? Go to the Psychic Gym? Eddie, what's up? How's it going this morning? Yes, Flabigo, kick it. Kick the Pichu. Alright, I guess we're gonna run towards the Psychic Gym. Again, this area is like surrounded by water, so I assume we're not supposed to go over here yet, but... Okay, apparently we can't make that jump, so maybe we're really not supposed to go over there. So I guess back to the map. We're here. We just beat that gym for Area 2. So maybe we're not supposed to go over there. Maybe we're supposed to go down this way. Maybe over here to the flying badge. That would make more sense. That's probably the right call. Let's go over there. I do like getting lost in the world of Pokemon, though. I do like that about this game, that it's just like, I have no idea where I'm going, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the ride. Like, I want to go explore and see and all that. Turn off the rotating map. That's probably a good idea. The rotating map keeps getting me lost. But I like getting lost in the world, right? Like, it's something magical about getting lost in a game where it's just like, the map is so big and there's so much to explore that you want to get lost into it, right? Oh, here's one. Okay, I like Mudsdale. I like Mudsdale a lot. Let's catch this guy. This guy, when we were doing one of our Nuzlocks, the Mudsdale came in clutch for one of our Pokemon Sword runs for quite a while. So let's catch another one. I like this dude. I was holding down and B. The rule is if you hold down and B, you're not allowed to break free of the Pokeball, so you're not playing by the rules, Mudbree. Do you like getting blindsided by a level 45 Espethra that murderizes your whole team? I mean, it's a part of the experience, right? Like, ooh, okay. He's getting spicy. A little spicy there. We need something that's not gonna one-shot him, so we can't bring out Quaxley. So we're gonna need, let's do a quick attack. That should, okay, that's a little less damage than what we wanted. We need a little bit more damage than the quick attack. Okay, one more should do it. All right, that should be good. What are you doing? Why won't you stay in the... Why can't I catch anything today? Everything is breaking free of the Pokeballs this morning. Where is my luck at? All right, Wooper. There we go. Ooh, yes. Learn Toxic Spikes, please. Get rid of Tackle for that one. That's a good ability. That's one of those big brain Pokemaster moves that you use. And we're going to add Mud to our party. Instead of Fido, you're out. The donkey Pokemon. Alright, what else do we got up here? We want a donkey. Ooh, a Ghastly. Can't say no to that. We love us some ghost Pokemon on this channel. We love ghost Pokemon. I'm afraid, though, the only reason I love ghost Pokemon is because, like, in the first game, Psychic types were way overpowered, and Ghastly and Haunter were super good in Gen 1. So I'm afraid the only reason I love them is because they were super overpowered. But I love ghost Pokemon. See, Water Pulse, 60 power, confuses. That's better than Water Gun. So let's replace that one. So Can't wait for them to make a Ghost Eevee. I am very excited for a Ghost Eevee as well. Let's see. Oh, we got a flying type. We got a water type. I guess Fletchling, you're out for the Ghost. See, there's some Mankeys. I like me some Mankey, but we don't need that on our team right now. There's Elephants. There are no pure Ghost types in Gen 1. No, there are not. Rockruff, we have no need for that. Gen 1 is just broken on so many levels, right? Like, Gen 1 is the most janky, broken Pokemon game of all time, and that's why we love it. Half the moves don't work, the accuracy is busted, the typing is way off, there's certain types that are way too powerful. Like, Gen 1 Pokemon was a disaster in so many ways. Yes, this is playing on the Switch 2 currently. Oh, that's cute, a little deer Pokemon thing. There's Poochie things, there's more ghosts, Drifloons, Mankeys, Drifloons, Elephants. This does run so much better on the Switch 2. This is such a better experience on the Switch 2. There's a Weasel thing. I don't remember what it's called. It's another elephant. Trying to figure out what you... Oh, you're that spicy pepper Pokemon, right? That thing turns into... like a two-headed fire-breathing pepper monstrosity thing, right? That's what that thing turns into. I think. It bit me, and I didn't mean to click run. All right, this thing's a little monster. Have you played Portal? If so, what do you think of GLaDOS? Oh man. I don't think I have the right Pokemon to take this guy on. I don't have anything that's strong against him. Let's run. We need to go heal up. Our team is weak. I have played Portal. I didn't really like Portal's humor. It wasn't for me. I'm not saying it's bad, but I really don't think Portal's humor was for me. So I didn't like super enjoy it. But that's not to say that it's a bad game. I just didn't really enjoy the humor of the game. But they're not terrible, but I think this is going to be a really unpopular opinion. So as you all know, Waffles is well known for his super unpopular opinion. So here it comes. I think Portal's kind of overrated. A lot of people put Portal like in the top 5 best games of all time, most innovative games of all time, best games ever made. And to me, it was just kind of... It just kind of was. Like... It was a fun puzzle game, don't get me wrong, but like I just don't think it deserves to be in the top 5 best games of all time list or conversation, right? Like, it's fun, it was a silly game, but it wasn't that deep, I guess, is what I'll throw on there. I know that is super unpopular. What are you? You're a weasel. You're a water type, right? So what do you got? Water ice type. That's pretty awful, right? Like that's not worth catching at all. It's strong though. Portal's strength is in the story and the puzzles, or more like the bread, and the story is the filling. We're going to catch it for the experience and to fill out the Pokedex. I don't really want the water ice beaver thing, but you know, we'll take it. The sea weasel. Yeah, I know a lot of people like Portal. And again, I'm not saying it's a bad game. I just don't know that it's top 5 best game ever made material, you know? Like, it's hard to make an objectively correct list of the top 5 best games of all time, but Tetris obviously belongs on that list. Doom 1993 belongs on that list. Mario Brothers belongs on that list. The original, not the arcade Mario Bros, but the like Mario 1 or Mario 3 can belong on that list. And I don't know if you're putting on, like, if you put those 3 games up there, does Portal even belong in that list? And I say no, it doesn't. See, we got more Ghastlies, we got more deer, more Ghastlies, whatever that munchkin thingy is. It turns into like a sumo wrestler or something like that, right? Nothing too interesting. Like, Pong belongs on that list. Pong helped to start it all. Is the first Mario game one of the best games of all time? You know, it's got great music. It's got great control. You can just pick up and start playing it. Like, one of the things when I think about like the best game of all time is it a game that I could just go back and pick up and start enjoying? And Mario is definitely one of those games I think any person could just pick up and have some fun with it at any point. If you just pick it up, you're like, hey, yeah, I could play this for 10 minutes. I could play this for an hour and enjoy it. Like, let me talk like The Last of Us. I think The Last of Us, the first one. The second one was awful. Don't get me started on the second one. But the first Last of Us is an amazing game. It's got a great story. It's got great music. It's got great control. Like, there's so much good stuff with that game. But it's also one of those games where, like, you have to be in the mood to play it because you know you're going to be watching hours and hours and hours of cutscenes, right? So, like, it's not a game that you can just start playing anytime. You have to, like, be in the mindset and mood for it. So I think that factors into it, that if you're going to be in the greatest games of all time, it has to be a game that you could pick up at any time and start enjoying at any time. And I think any person at any time could pick up Tetris or the original Mario, Pong, and just start enjoying the game. And I think that's a huge factor. Same thing with Doom. That's one of the things I love about Doom 1993. Is you can just pick up Doom and in 5 seconds you're playing Doom, you're smiling, you're having fun, you're crushing things. Like, that is such an underrated thing. Super Mario World and 3 are better. You know, I would concede that either Super Mario 3 would probably be higher on the list, but the heck is this thing? Why are we fighting Sky Titans? What did I do to deserve this? And why is it throwing rocks? Though, again, unpopular opinions, Super Mario 2 is my favorite Mario. Hands down. And I know it's not technically a Mario. I know the whole thing that, you know, it was not a Mario game, and that's just Doki Doki Panic reskinned. It's my favorite Mario game. All right, let's give it some paralysis. I don't think I'm strong enough to fight this thing, to be honest. It's kind of kicking my butt. But yeah, Super Mario 2 is for sure my favorite. And maybe it's just because you can play as Peach, and for some reason I always liked playing as Peach. Peach was one of my favorite characters to play as, so I don't know. Same thing with Mario Kart. Like, if I'm playing Mario Kart, I'm pretty much always playing as Peach. I don't know why. It's just one of those things that happens. Ocarina of Time is also widely accepted as one of the best video games of all time. Alright. We've talked about this before. The Legend of Zelda is massively overrated, and Ocarina of Time is nowhere near deserving of the title of best video game of all time. It has great music. It has terrible controls. A terrible, terrible empty open world. Stupid easy puzzles or stupid hard puzzles. No in between. I do not think that any Legend of Zelda belongs on a list of good video games ever. They're overrated. Not saying they're bad. I'm saying they deserve like a 5 or 6 out of 10. They are nowhere near best video games of all time. I do not like the Legend of Zelda. Love the music. Love the music. But Ocarina of Time is way overrated. People talk way too highly about it for no good reason. All right, Arvin, help me to destroy this thing. I did not realize it had a second phase, and it's absolutely decimating me. So, okay, that was helpful. The NPC was helpful. Let's see if we can poison it. Why are you targeting me, bro? I'm not the dangerous one here. That guy's the dangerous guy. Attack him. There you go. So you've never gotten to Area 0, right? And is that in Pokemon? I don't think so. This is the farthest I've ever gotten in this game, because originally, like I said, I tried playing it on the Switch 1 and it played so terribly I gave up pretty quickly because it just wasn't fun. So I don't think I ever got very far in it. Alright, let's poison it. Still no poison, huh? Okay. You never heard the Area 0 music? No. No, I have not. The only music I know from Pokemon for sure, like the songs from Pokemon Blue, obviously pop up a lot. But whatever the one that everyone used on TikTok for a long time, like, you know which the dragon, the one that they have like the toothless dancing to, like that Pokemon song is the one that I've heard the most. Excuse me. Can you catch that Pokemon? Like, obviously not that one, but is that Pokemon actually like in the game? Like, can I go catch a stork that drops rocks on people? Because that's kind of a cool concept for a Pokemon. I'll take that one. I want a stork that drops rocks on people. You can catch that one? All right, I guess we're gonna have to go do that. I have to catch a stork. Another game I think kind of belongs in the conversation, but I don't know that I personally love it and think it's one of my top best games of all time, but I understand why it might not belong in a list of best games of all time. But Metal Gear Solid 3. Metal Gear Solid 3, I think, is darn near a perfect game. Again, you've got great music, you've got fun and interesting boss battles, you got tons of Easter eggs, you've got millions of ways to play the game, you've got interesting characters. I have played Metal Gear Solid 3 so many times, and I am so excited for the Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta remake, because I am very, very excited to play Metal Gear Solid 3 again for the first time, for the millionth time. You have to beat the game first. That's a bummer. I kind of want the stork. But Metal Gear Solid 3 is an amazing game. Like, all the fun little Easter eggs. Like, one of the bosses, before you can even get in the fight with him, you can just shoot him and take him out before you even start the boss fight. You can sleep for 2 weeks and then he goes away. The fact that, like, you can crawl along a wall and poison yourself with a spider. Like, there's so many little things about the game that are just so good. There's 100 hidden little Yoshi things to shoot, all the different camouflage options. Do you also have a hard time finishing a game? Yes, I have a very hard time finishing a game. I have never finished Final Fantasy VII either. I think Final Fantasy VII is also one of those games that gets overrated. I personally think, in order, the best Final Fantasies of all time. I know it's unpopular. Final Fantasy 15 is the best Final Fantasy game ever made. Final Fantasy 15 encapsulates so much what they wanted Final Fantasy to be. It's a story of a bunch of friends and a crystal going to save the world, and they did such a good job building the world and the characters that at its essence, Final Fantasy 15 is what Final Fantasy is supposed to be. Outside of that, Final Fantasy 8 is my personal favorite, even though I know that's an unpopular choice. And then, like, Final Fantasy Tactics, I love Final Fantasy Tactics, but I have never actually gotten through Final Fantasy VII. I think that one's a little overrated. There's a lot of news that we're going to get a Final Fantasy IX remaster or remake, though, and I'm kind of hyped to see what they do with Final Fantasy IX remake. Some games just lull a little bit. Yeah, that's honestly, again, y'all are just pulling out all of my unpopular opinions today. Red Dead Redemption 2. I loved Red Dead Redemption 2. Don't get me wrong. I really enjoyed Red Dead Redemption 2. But I felt like there were way too many filler missions in Red Dead Redemption 2. I definitely feel like they could have, like, put half the amount of missions in the game. There were way too many filler missions in Red Dead Redemption 2. It was just too much of a lull. And then, like, the whole interlude where you're in another country, like, I felt like Red Dead Redemption 2's pacing was awful. There was just way too much extra edited in there. They could have halved the amount of story missions you had to do, and it still would have been a great game. Again, I'm not saying Red Dead Redemption 2 is a bad game, but I do feel like it had way too much of a lull in the middle of the game, and the story just dragged on and on and on and on and on. I like FF8's battle system. Also the gun. Yeah, the Gunblade. The Gunblade, without a doubt, is the coolest sword in a video game ever made, period. There no doubt, it is the coolest sword ever. The battle system is broken. Don't get me wrong, the battle system is beyond broken. Like, we all accept that the junction system is beyond broken, but that's what makes it fun, right? Like, the game gives you all the tools you need to absolutely break the game in every single way you want to. And that can be fun in its own way. Not to mention the Triple Triad. Triple Triad is the best side game in a game ever made. And, like, I know that, like, everyone wants fishing in games. No, don't give me fishing in games. Make side activities like Triple Triad, and I will play your game forever. Like, Cult of the Lamb has the bones game where you're casting the bones. Like, that is such a fun game too. But Triple Triad is unbeatable. Triple Triad is just simply amazing. Stop throwing rocks, yo. Kind of mean. I guess we need to go buy some more Pokeballs too. We're running low on Pokeballs. Why is this thing so hard to catch? Not every game can have Yakuza-style side games. Yakuza is one of those games that I kind of want to get into. I tried the Yakuza pirate game, but honestly, it got so repetitive that I gave up on it fairly quickly. But I want to try some of the other Yakuza games as well. Are you playing through the game again on Switch 2? Yes, I am playing through again on the Switch 2. This is the gameplay on Switch 2. Alright, we're out of Pokeballs, so I guess we're not catching this dude. Do you like Final Fantasy X? Have the game, but my PS2 broke, so until then it's collecting dust. Yes. Final Fantasy X is absolutely amazing. I love Final Fantasy X. It's smooth. It is. They did a good job making this game run pretty well on Switch 2. It runs nice. I haven't seen any glitches, anything like that. So it definitely is working well. But yes, if you're going to play any Final Fantasy, you can't go wrong with Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy X is pretty legendary for a good reason. Again, the sword, the water sword, is not as cool as the gun sword, but Blitzball is as good as Triple Triad. I've played so many hours of Blitzball. It's not even funny. Lot of hours of Blitzball. All the Yakuza games are repetitive, lots of repetitive side games. I'm gonna try a different Yakuza game, but maybe it's just not for me, right? Like I don't like repetitive games all that much. Ironically, I'm playing Pokemon, which I get it, also repetitive, but I don't know, the pirate game just didn't sit with me for whatever reason. I just didn't get into it, which is a bummer because I love pirates. So what time is it? It's about time for me to go do chores is what time it is. I did not realize what time it was getting on to be. Where are you going, Flamingo? All right, let's save, and then I guess let's get ready to go to work today. It is Wednesday, my dudes. We are almost there, and again, we have a short week. For most people, don't have to work on Friday. That is excellent. So we will be streaming on Friday, 4th of July. But I gotta go do some chores and get ready for work now. So as always, let's end with our prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Lord, thank you for this blessed day, and thank you for all that you do for us. Today we continue to pray for peace in the Middle East and an end to all the wars ongoing in the world. Lord, to help to bring about an end to the blockade so that we can provide aid to people who need food, water, shelter, and all those things. We continue to pray for vocations for people who are considering the priesthood or people who are graduating from school and don't know exactly what they're doing. Lord, help them. We continue to pray for all the people who don't have enough food and water. Lord, help us to provide for them. We pray for all those who are ill, all those who are either in a hospital or at home sick. Lord, help them. And we pray for the lonely, the people who have no one to talk to, the people who feel unseen, the people who feel alone. Lord, help them. And finally, we pray for all the souls in purgatory, all the souls who've been forgotten, all the souls who have no one left to pray for them. Lord, help them. All this we pray in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. As always, it was a pleasure to chat with you all. I will be streaming again on Friday. We'll have a special 4th of July stream. Hopefully that is a good way to start your holiday. look forward to that. Also, if you haven't checked it out, Catholic Game Reviews, I write for them. There's a couple new videos I put up for them about Christian game developers. So if you want some more of Waffles, check out Catholic Game Reviews. As for me, I'm going to go do some chores. I'm going to go do some work. So I will see you all. Have a blessed day, and we will see you on Friday.